Welcome back to another Bitcoin dose video where I talk about Bitcoin daily. You guys can see right here, I do make daily Bitcoin updates. We're currently sitting at 37 subscribers of today, and this thing just started a few days ago. So if you guys do like these Bitcoin updates, of course, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on so you guys never miss a video. Having a look at Bitcoin right here, we're going to be talking about it on the 12-month, which is the yearly. We're going to be having a look at the 3-day right here. A nice little breakout above this crazy channel that Bitcoin is currently doing. We're also going to be having a look at Bitcoin right here. A nice little bearish divergence on the 4-hour time frame. And of course, this outflow or inflow, on Bitcoin at $70,000, a $20 billion ETF inflow milestone. By the way, if you guys do want to trade with Bitunix, you guys can actually get a $5,500 bonus if you guys click on my link in the description below. Anyways, having a look right here at some news, Bitcoin stalls below $70,000 despite $20 billion ETF inflow milestone. Spot Bitcoin ETF inflows can have a delay effect on BTC price, which takes a couple of days to materialize, according to market analysis. Now, if we have a look right here at the daily, at the yearly Bitcoin chart, a lot of people might think, wait, is Bitcoin bearish? What is going on? Why is Bitcoin dumping? You guys aren't looking at the bigger picture. Can Bitcoin actually go to $200,000 this year? This is the Bitcoin super cycle graph right here on the yearly time frame. A lot of people don't have actually access to the 12 months because you do need to have a premium account. But assuming that Bitcoin does explode on the third candle, which is next year, 233%, can we see Bitcoin smash above $200,000? Now, if we have a look at historically, we know that the third candle before the bear market, we always have a crazy candle. And you guys can see right here, we always come back and touch this parabolic line. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here, and if Bitcoin on a longer time frame can actually reach right here in the next candle $200,000 before, of course, stabilizing in the future. If we have a look right here at Bitcoin on the 3-day time frame, we could actually see right here that Bitcoin did have a nice little successful breakout on right here on the 3-day time frame, and we could see that Bitcoin obviously has been bouncing back and forth, consolidating, and the big question is, are we going to see a pullback before exploding to the upside, let's say around that 80K region? So that's obviously going to be very, very interesting. Usually we know historically that when we have a pullback, it doesn't matter if it's on a 3-day, 2-day, 1-day, or a breakout, we usually end up pretty much pulling back out and breaking back to the upside. And we could actually see right here that the pullback has already started. Now, the pullback just started actually, so it does end in 2 days and 8 hours. So 24-hour has not passed yet in the 3rd-day candle. So we're gonna have to see what happens. I would like to see a touch. It doesn't matter if it's on the daily, weekly, or 3-day. I would like to see a touch right here on this line, $65,000 pullback before pretty much going to the top. So that's what's happening right now on the 3-day time frame, on the longer time frame. And if we have a look right here at Bitcoin, so this is actually zooming in into the chart. There's actually a few support resistance that I do want to have a look at. So obviously this is the first one, 66,800 to 66,600, and of course the second one is 66,000 to 65,500. Obviously the big question is, are we gonna see a a pump from here? So obviously this is actually quite interesting. Can we also see a bullish divergence on Bitcoin? Assuming this stays like that, right? So we did have a bearish divergence right here, as you guys can see on the short term. We did have a higher high on the charts, and we also had a lower high on the RSI. Now the big question is, are we going to see a bullish divergence? Now, bullish divergence is pretty much when you have a low or a high low, on the chart, and of course a lower low on a stochastic or regular RSI. And if I actually draw it, we could actually see right here that this is the pretty much the hidden bullish divergence. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens here, and if Bitcoin can actually form that. Of course, if we do fall below this area at 66,500, which we're not really far from, then of course that hidden bullish divergence would pretty much be canceled, and we would still be in that bearish divergence pattern. But assuming that we do hold this level, I am expecting to see a bounce right here, in the near short-term future. If not, if this does break, this could potentially be a potential short to 65,900. So obviously keep an eye on this candle right here. We need to keep on volume as well to see what would happen. But in my opinion, 65,500 should hold. I mean, it's this area right here. It's pretty important area. It's the area where we had that breakout, of course, that took us above this area right here on the 3-day time frame. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens on the 4-hour time frame. Now we also know that, you know, the RSI is getting a little bit you know, energetic right now, or, you know, it looks like the sell pressure is losing some momentum. As you guys can see, when we go to the 30 on the RSI, we know that's usually oversold, so we could potentially get a bounce right here. Even if we consolidate right here and we see the regular RSI fall, that could be very good. And we know what happens the last time we were oversold right here and right here. We did see 2 beautiful bounces on Bitcoin. So this is actually really good for Bitcoin. The fact that the RSI is getting a nice little pullback right here and we're not even dumping that much is pretty darn good in my opinion. And let me tell you guys why. Well, the last time we were actually right here on the RSI, we were actually sitting at approximately right here, which was $60,000. So if I actually make this and I draw a line right here, that's actually $60,000. That's actually crazy. So you guys can see the difference. On the RSI, Bitcoin being at $60,000 and Bitcoin being at $67,000 is actually the same thing. So this is very interesting. Bitcoin is showing a lot of strength. I think we're going to see a huge pump this week still, despite seeing the whole market crash. I think we're still going to see a upswing momentum. If you guys do like this video, of course, don't forget to smash the